How many conversations have you had today?
Sometimes you go outside to try to do something and then a storm comes in, changes things.
Sometimes your windows are open and your car gets wet. Or sometimes your windows are open and your pillow in your bed gets wet because of a storm.
Sometimes you try to explain something the exact same way and then a person gets offended by that explanation and then a whole new can of worms appears you didn't even know existed.
Sometimes you go shopping, you got a list, you're sure everything on the list is there. And then you did forget something. And you get home and you say to yourself, well, shit, I forgot something. And I made a list. So things don't go your way sometimes.
Sometimes you're putting in batteries. There's a plus and a minus. You do each one thoroughly, perfectly, put it in, doesn't work. You wonder if the machine's broke. You take out the battery pack and you realize after going through each one there was one mistake in there. Somehow you didn't do it right.
Sometimes you're changing batteries. You might think, these batteries aren't dead, but I'm going to take them out because I want to put fresh ones in. But since you got batteries that aren't dead, you take the half good batteries, you put them in a drawer. Then later, you don't remember what the half good batteries were. You use half good batteries, and then you use full good batteries. You put them in something, you're like, why didn't it last too long? Turns out you were using some half-used batteries. So that's another curveball you got to be ready for in life.
Sometimes you think you're disorganized and you're behind on things. Other times you get so organized that you're waking up in the morning and changing out batteries that you know you changed yesterday. You're putting in fresh batteries on a battery pack that'll last you 6 months to a year because you have nothing else better to do because you're so damn organized at this point.
Yeah, sometimes you find yourself, in financial ruin because of the fact that you're buying batteries every day. Because everything you have is getting changed out every day. You end up having in your kitchen, you have a bucket that says batteries that have been used for one day, and you put them all in there. Your credit's in the shitter now. Sometimes you're too organized about batteries.
Sometimes you're trying to sleep in the morning and all of a sudden you hear a rapping at your door. It's the garbage man telling you that you're recycling too many batteries or you've thrown the batteries away the wrong way because it's become a hazard to the community because of your battery situation. And that can happen.
Sometimes the sheer volume of batteries you're putting out in the garbage is mutating the wildlife around your house, and you're getting rabid raccoons, and you're getting possums with 3 tails, and these animals are very aggressive and they're starting to be smarter, and they're evolving, and they're coming in your house at night, and they're saying things to you, and then sometimes you train them animals, and then sometimes too you end up being the leader of a small group of hyper intelligent battery mutated animals, and then your story starts there. Sometimes that can happen when you're too organized.
Sometimes your addiction to batteries can trigger certain geniuses appearing in the human race to help solve the problems that you've created with your battery problem.